You ready for our main event? Yeah! Our featured comic, our headliner for the evening, is here from LA, but originally from here. Yeah, take your time. Yes. Excitement. You can hear her on the There's Something Wrong With Me podcast. It's on iTunes. It's pretty sweet. And we'll be on Funny or Die in December in Like What, a new web series. Please give a warm welcome to Nikki Wantz.
Frederick, what? Hello. Exciting. This is where I grew up. Kind of grew up here. I stole a lot of shit from the Burlington Coat Factory when I was a kid. Kind of a badass. My name is Nikki Wantz. That is my Christian name. It's my given name. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, no, that's not real. Because it's W-A-N-T-Z with a Z. People don't believe that. You know, I was growing up, it was like, Nikki wants a cookie. And Nikki wants a life. Now it's like, Nikki wants the charges dropped. Told you, I'm a badass. Our previous comedian was talking about sucking dick for like food or whatnot. I like to give blowjobs in the morning because it's like a protein shake, so I don't have to eat. My mom's here, so that's great. It's pretty cool. Get ready, Mom. I'll get into you later. Wait, that did not sound right. That did not sound appropriate at all. I don't mean to call you out. My mom actually, for my birthday last year, she sent me a birthday card. And it was like, he's out there somewhere. Like $40. Like, how much do guns cost? I was like, oh my god, Nikki, why do you want to kill yourself? Because you're single and you're in your 30s? Oh, shit. You know, no, I want to kill her. How dare you? Anyway, speaking of stalking, I was watching The Biggest Loser last night, aka my ex-boyfriend, through binoculars. What the fuck is he doing there? And who the fuck is that bitch? Someone's getting cut. End of story. I'm totally kidding. Who fucking stalks like that anymore? I did stalk this guy. I really liked him a lot. And we broke up. He dumped me, whatever. And I just drove by his house a lot because I was in the neighborhood. It's fine. And I saw him with another woman. So I decided to like find out where she worked. I got her fired. I called her parents. Found out where they were. Because Google is very, very thorough with that. Got her fired from her job / hires. You know, told her family that she was lesbian. They were sleeping together. Kind of ruined her life. And then I found out she was dating his roommate. Oh, sorry about that. Oops. My bad. No, it's like now Google makes it very easy to stalk people. I did find out my ex-boyfriend. I was with for 3 years, but we broke up about 2 years ago. And I found out he got married. Like, really? Really? And I found out he did an African safari honeymoon for his new bride. And he was like, oh wow, my new wife really loves big cats, so I'm taking her to the wild. I'm like, well, obviously she doesn't love big dicks. You know that. Let's just sit down. And she should have actually sent me like an edible arrangement or something, because like the talk, you know, I taught her them, you know, I taught him that thing she likes, you know, so I should be at least get flowers or something from like all the work I did. And didn't happen. But so we had a Kickstarter campaign for his African safari honeymoon. I mean, even as much as like $25 towards like, you know, like all the shots you have to get and shipped. And I'm like, are you kidding me? People can't afford food right now. People are like, I'm gonna have to pay for your good time. Like, you know who goes on African safaris? The fucking Clintons go on African safaris. Like, it's very expensive. But I was like, if I'm gonna give you $1,500 towards your good time, I better be allowed to sleep with your wife. Watching optional. One. I am single. Pretty great. I found a French fry in my bed the other day. It's great. I don't know where it came from. And then I ate it. And then I felt really bad I cheated on my diet. Start over again. Get the ice cream. It's hard. I feel a lot of my friends are married and they're and a lot of them are getting divorced. So I'm like, I skipped my first marriage. It's cool. But I think it's awesome if you can even get through like to the altar. I usually can't get to the second date. I really can't. Like, and it's like, if they come over, they're like, what are all these wedding magazines doing? What are they? Oh, my mom sends them to me. She is like, the biological clock is ticking her body. What's that white dress hanging up there? That looks. Oh, it's Halloween's coming up. Oh, the veil, did we try it on? You see, oh, these rings, oh no. Wait, hey, where are you going? We didn't have sex yet. At least do that for me. Fuck. A lot of people think I've had sex with, would like sleep with black guys, I guess I'm built or whatever. Yeah, hey. The bartender is very generous. Very generous. No, it's just like, I'm like, yeah, what are you doing today? What's on the agenda, Nikki? It's like, oh, black dudes. Oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, black dudes. It's like a revolving door of black dudes. Totally kidding. I only sleep with white nerds. Totally true. I almost had sex with a black guy once, though, but luckily the police showed up. I kind of want to get kidnapped. We were talking about kidnapping earlier because I wouldn't have to go to work. And that would be a great way, aside from like vacations or whatever, to get out of work, because then you wouldn't have to like worry about anything. And then when you get out, like, you know, when you're kidnapped and you finally get out, if you do, it's like they can't fire you. They can't be like, well, you missed work. You missed like 3 weeks of work. It's like, wow, from like the crazy crying, her like brushing her hair, her scalp bleeds. Wow, she's a good worker. She's still a really good worker. Yikes. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I am a little bit. I do smoke a little weed. I don't know. I guess you guys can't. It's not legal here. Yeah. Kinda. I heard it's supposed. Is it supposed to like it's going in like it's going to become legal or no? Really? Is that
You can have it in your pocket.
Let's not smoke it. Yeah, it's just like it's like if I smoke some pot, because I have a card, I'm allowed to. It's totally medicinal. It's fine. If I smoke weed, it's like I just play some Candy Crush, I leave my phone alone, watch some Frasier. Like when I watch some Frasier, I'm just like order some pizza, maybe, you know, some Chinese food, maybe both. Like, you know, drunk Nikki calls her ex-boyfriend at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday to tell him how, you know, she feels about shit. You know, it's like, hey, what's going on? How are you? Nikki, it's 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. Hey, I just wanted to see how you were. What's going on? I mean, I just missed you. Who is that? Is there someone else with you? We just broke up. The grass is not even green on our grave yet. And you're already fucking dating someone else? Who the fuck is she? I'll kill her. I'll kill you. I'll kill you in this motherfucking room. I will come in. Don't make me go to jail for motherfucking point, And you wake up next morning, you're like, oh god. Look at it. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was real. Maybe it didn't really happen that way. Because it's not like he's like, I miss her. Damn, I'm so bummed we broke up. What a drag. So unfortunate. Totally. I did have a stalker once. They were talking about stalking me. And I thought I saw his car outside my house the other day. And I was like, God, if he has a knife and like a dozen roses, I will marry him. I will fucking marry him. Put me in the trunk. Take me to Vegas. Totally fine. Totally fine. My apartment is really small. I live in LA, and it's very expensive. It's very small. And I used to have an ex-boyfriend that would come over and be like, God, Nikki, you have to stop living life. Like, you know, you're a college student. You live your life like you're in college, not so college. Like, honey, what do you know about college? You're still in high school, darling. Adorable. Adorable. Take me to prom. I'll buy the booze. I'll be the most popular. I'll be the belle of the ball. Yeah. I'm very actually fortunate that I have never had an abortion. It's pretty awesome. Because I would be actually terrified that my vagina would become haunted. Super scary. Scary. There wouldn't be urine anymore, it'd be tears. So scary. My vagina already is kind of like a haunted house. You know, it's like creaky floors, cobwebs, a man with a candelabra. Like, penis, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. Come in. You know, I mean, it's not like a house. Okay, maybe it's a compact garage. Or like a Fiat. Very small. No, it's just kind of like the place. It's the place that everyone wants to visit, but no one wants to live there. You know, they're like, we heard some shit about this place. We heard some shit. It's fucked up. At your own risk. But you know what? If you spend the night there, you might win some money. Just saying. Just saying. Maybe. There's a thing in LA that's like there's a Korean day spas. Do you guys have these here? Do you have like a day spa? No? Yeah? Do you? No, where you go in and you get naked? No? I just wanted to talk about it, but I don't know if you guys have these situations happen. Because I went to the Korean day spa and I was like, my friend was like, yeah, dude, it's all women. No, you can't be like, you know, cohabitate with men in the Korean, because it would just be like Plato's Retreat orgy style. But I'm like, maybe I should invest in that. Maybe I should write that down. That's very good. You know, there was a 3-day spa that you go in, you get naked, and you're around other women. And I didn't shave down there because I thought it wasn't like gauche. Like I didn't think that'd be good to do that. Turns out I was like the wrong one. Like I was like the filthy one. They were like, her vagina isn't shaved. Like she's disgusting. And I had tattoos, and the Asian women were like, oh, she's some big lady tattoos, weirdo. And so there's these lines. Like there's like a sort of like these massage tables. Like you walk in. And to the left, there's like steam baths and steam rooms and showers and stuff. And on the left, there's like a line of where you get massage and like massage tables room. So I go in naked, really not be naked, and I decided to spend like a lot of money, like $100 to do all the accoutrements. And I went to like the steam room though. I was waiting to get my name called, and there's a woman in there, and her vagina looked like a hamburger. And I couldn't stop staring at it. I was like, oh my god, I look like a Big Mac. Really? Is that real? Is that happening? And then I felt really uncomfortable, so I picked up the paper and it was a Russian paper. And she was like, oh, you speak Russian. And then I put it down and I went down on her because I was hungry. And I was like, well, you know, this is, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was a closet heterosexual in high school. Before, like, I was gay before it was cool. You know? I was going down on girls, but it was like, you know, people didn't talk about it. Born this way. Totally. I know, I wish I could be gay because I wouldn't have to go home for Christmas. Sorry, Mom. Like, yeah. Her name is Brenda, and we have a Weimaraner for the commitment ceremony, and she is dead. Love her. Anyway, Korean day spa. They call my name. I was like, yes, we can like hightail it out there. And of course, there's all these women that are like, they're overweight. They have like things coming out of their butt. It's weird. Of course, I was had the woman that's gorgeous, that looks like Barbie. She's like a real life Barbie doll. She's a mate. And I was like, here's Nikki Sloth. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a massage. And this woman rubbed me down. So I get in, she's like, this little Asian woman. I'm like, oh, it's pretty whatever. This woman like tore me apart. She like rubbed me in places I didn't even think I existed. I didn't even know that happened. I didn't know that was real. And she like got in there. She got. Oh my god. I kind of like thought afterwards I might like I wanted to take a rape shower a little bit. So then like the hot girl's leaving, and see this is how LA I am though. So the hot girl left. When I was leaving, I was like, oh god, it's hot. And she got into like a Kia. I was like, yes, I win. I'm like, you're so hot, why are you driving a fucking Kia? Your priorities are whack. Maybe the Benz was in the shop, I don't know. That's very LA. Anyway, I do have hangover rituals. I do when I drink. I take cold showers like 007, even though I'm like 00 negative 2, not winning at all. And then like I'll masturbate, but like when I masturbate, like I finally couldn't even spit in my hand. I was so hungover the other day, my pussy just coughed. Moisture. You know, people are like, oh, you know that song, it's like your body's a wonderland. My body is a fucking war zone. It's exterminating. Women and children are like scared. Does anyone else cry when they masturbate? Or after? I masturbated so much the other day that like my fingers got burned. And I was using my vibrator, so I was weird. You know, and people sometimes still think I'm a lesbian because I have no nails. You know? And sometimes I go down on girls when I'm drunk. They're like, yeah, what? Anyway. How am I doing on time? Because I'm killing you guys so much. What? I didn't hear it. Oh, okay, good. I still have a whole bunch of time for you guys. Yay. A friend of mine that was giving me a lot of the business about drinking, and she's like, God, maybe you think you drink too much. I'm like, dude, you're 41 years old, and you don't have a job, you don't have a car, you don't know where your next meal is coming from unless you're in Craigslist casual encounters for a taco. And I haven't done that. I mean, I haven't done that in like weeks. Don't criticize me for drinking. How dare you? And then I went down with you this time. Just for now. What else are we going to talk about tonight? You know that you're an alcoholic that when homeless people wait outside for your bottles. Super, they're like, oh, what's you bringing out today? Yes! Like, what is this homeless guy doing? Oh my god. Why does he look beside me now? Why does he wear a Versace suit? I'm gonna figure out my priorities, for real. Seriously. I know, it's like so much. My parents don't like that I drank. They don't like it at all. So I say I'm going to see Dr. Inc. at the doctor's office. I'm like, I just need shots. You know, I just need shots. I'm gonna start shaking if I don't get shots. So whether it's 10 a.m., 2 p.m., my mom's calling me. I'm like, I'm at the doctor's office. She's like, God, you've been doing a lot lately. Doctor's office a lot. You know, if I could go back in time, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'd kill Hitler. You know, right. Like, as if you could. Like, as if you could go back and kill Hitler. You know, I'd fuck Marilyn Monroe. Like, as if. Like, you could go back and just, like, sleep with Marilyn Monroe. Like, that would happen. Like, if I could go back in time, I would go back in 1979 and kick my pregnant mother to the stars. Rumor has nothing on me. Rumor has nothing on me. I just wouldn't exist. I don't want to, you know, solve the world's problems. I just want to solve my own. That's solve it. A friend of mine picked me up the other day. He came up behind me and he was like, Nikki, God, you're so heavy. I was like, yeah, because I'm fucking dead inside. Do you think it's okay for me to put widowed on Facebook if my ex is dead to me? I actually ran into someone that me and my ex knew together, and they didn't know we'd broken up, and I was like, so how's ex-boyfriend, insert ex-boyfriend's name there, and I'm like, oh my god, he died. Totally died. And they're like, oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, he just updated his Facebook status update. What do you mean he's dead? I was like, oh wait, he's dead to me. You can still send me a casserole though, I totally need that. Comfort food, it's delicious. Totally need that. Absolutely. I was stoned the other day and I thought that I had a lump in my breast and I was like very nervous. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Maybe I should call my mom, but it was like 3 in the morning. And then I realized I was like ate a bunch of snacks and there was like crumbs in the floor. Maybe I should take a shower. Speaking of showering, I don't trust anybody that has never shit their pants as an adult. Especially if you drink. I sharted in the shower the other day. Let me finish. I feel bad for the guy that was in there with me. Dude, I was hungover. It's fine. I've never seen anyone run out of my house faster. God. I'm like, don't you have breakfast? God, it's free. Whatever. More sex? Fine. Oh, thank you, whoever you are. I was gonna dress like a Kardashian today, but I didn't, because I have dignity. The KKK. The only KKK that lets black people in, actually. I mean, I'm not racist, I have a black dildo. With a generator. Everyone knows when I'm coming in my neighborhood because the lights go out. Oh fuck, she's coming again. She's really randy, this one. This one in 208. I did recently get laid, and it was awesome because he had a lot of really, I didn't think, like, you know, when you meet somebody at a bar, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna have sex with them. Okay, I'm not. The other house, you're like, I have to do. But then he had a lot of really good books. And I was like, oh my god, you read Nabokov? You have Paul Auster? Like, you've read all of, okay. Penis and vagina time. High fives. And it was actually very, very lovely. And, but I had texted him because his friend had got kicked out of the bar we had met at. And I was like, what happened to your friend? He's like, Nikki, he got kicked out of the bar because he asked the bartender for drugs. I was like, that was his first problem. You never asked the bartender, you asked the bouncer. That's what they're there for. You know, duh. But I was like, I don't remember. He's like, I told you. I was like, was it in 20 minutes of me coming? Then forget it. I do not remember. It's like I'm like a man with like the haze. My brain's like miles away. What am I gonna end on? Sex. Yeah, my vagina is kind of like the Titanic. No one had seen it for like a really long time. Unless you're an underwater camera. Or James Cameron. But I can't take that up with you guys. I have to take that up with my therapist. Anyway, I'm gonna take off. I'm Nikki Wantz. Thank you. Bye.
it up for Nikki.